Hello everyone, welcome back to a new episode of Triangle Strategy. Last time we left off, we kind of got to know a lot of our party members a little bit better, some of the ones that don't get a lot of the action, and that was neat. So now we're going to go over here to the main story. Serenoa and the others speak of Cordelia's ascension as Queen of Glenbrook. Alright, what's everybody got to say about this jazz? Let's find out.
Prince Roland, have you heard about the address at the capital?
I have.
Oh yeah, I should look at Roland's profile to see if you've been updated. The younger son of King Regna, brother... Okay, never mind. You're boring. Sorry, Roland.
I won't forgive them for making Her Highness say such horrible things.
Enough, Hewitt.
But they lied about the king's death. They made it seem like Gustave was justified.
I said enough! Griping about it here won't change a thing. Cordelia is fighting her hardest all on her own. My heart breaks more every day I cannot save her.
Forgive me, Your Highness.
We all understand how you feel, Prince Roland.
No, I apologize. I lost control. Thinking about it will do us no good. We must rise to action.
Indeed we must. Everyone knows of your death now. That means we are free to make our next move.
Alright, Benedict, what's the plan this time?
Listen, my friends. Prince Roland of Glenbrook is dead.
You gonna put on the mask? Do it!
I am now merely Roland, a warrior who fled a fallen kingdom. I humbly ask for your support until the sun shines upon our royal line once again.
Yeah! Yeah!
Is that Sir Maxwell's?
That mask. You look just like Sir Maxwell.
This is a secret that shall stay within House Wolford.
Master, grant me the strength to free our home from Esfrost's clutches.
Yes! Oh my god, that's so cool. I don't care if it's cheesy or corny or whatever. I think it's so cool.
How is he doing?
Oh yeah, the crazy medicine that we got.
Has he taken the medicine we received from Hyzant?
Aye. He hasn't woken, but I reckon he's breathing easier now.
Thank you. I am glad he has some relief from the pain at last. I wish I could tell Father about our situation now, but...
Lord Serenoa, if your father were awake, I am certain he would praise you for safeguarding Wolford.
Sad to say, the real trouble's only just beginning. I'll be damned if House N's protection comes for free. No doubt the longer we stay, the steeper the price.
Precisely. Minister Sorsley is not an altruistic soul.
If you were in his shoes, what would you do?
I would squeeze us dry, then look for an opportunity to.
But we won't let that happen.
Of course not. Anna is already on the move. It is our duty to protect and guide this house.
This heart ain't changed since the day Lord Simon took me in, lad. I'm ready to put my life on the line for this house. We'll get past this, one way or another. You'll see.
Eredor, you've put your life on the line many times. Lost it a few, even.
Thank you so much. Both of you.
Well, gameplay lost it, not plot lost it. You got knocked out. Eredor fainted. But you will always be known as Eredor, Lord of the Stair. Ooh, bunch of new... Oh my... Okay, 3 new side events. Gotcha. Okay, a lot of build-up before this next fight. Start Twins Gate. At Twins Gate, the death of an ardent youth changes the fate of one man. Alright. Let's see what you got. Guessing this is, yeah.
Lord Svarog, the body of Lord Dragan is...
So my son has finally returned home. I will be there soon.
Okay, sorry. One of my cats was being a jerk. One of my other kitties was sleeping in a bed, and the other cat decided that he wanted to sleep there, so they got into a good old match of fisticuffs, and I spooked the aggressor off so my other cat could sleep peacefully, so... Yeah, so you do sound different, Svarog, than you sounded in that flashback. I guess you were younger then, so it makes sense. Yeah, you didn't know yet, huh?
Is something the matter?
Oh boy, he really didn't know. I thought he would have heard by now, I guess. But, yeah, word travels a little bit slower here, I suppose. You think somebody would have sent a bird? I mean, the whole invasion of Glenbrook and everything happened, and Gustadov said it was because of the murder of Dragan, and now you're just now finding out about it?
I think it better not to look, my lord.
And why is that?
His face. There is no vestige of the handsome lad he once was.
Oh, my son. I understand. You are dismissed. I am so sorry, my boy. Please forgive your pitiful excuse for a father. I will find the one who did this to you. I swear it.
Man, I feel really bad for Dragan and Svarog. Like, Dragan was just overly ambitious and got put down by the people with more power, and Svarog just has to deal with the fact that his son's dead, but oh boy, there might be some civil war in Esfrost once Svarog finds out who actually did it. Assuming he doesn't just believe Gustadov and about pinning it on me. Sweltering heat at the source parches the very hearts of men. Oh boy. Are we gonna see Rosellan's harvesting? Possibly. Yup.
Water!
On your feet!
Water, please!
Get back to work! You aren't the only one who's thirsty!
No setbacks, I presume?
None, sir. We are already well ahead of schedule.
Splendid. The ledger, if you would.
Yes, sir.
Whew. If I didn't already hate Sorceley enough, this particular scene really makes me excited about putting a knife into your bald ass.
I would hate for there to be a problem with our numbers. I will hold on to this for now.
Of course, sir.
Water!
Put the poor thing out of its misery, Booker.
Oh. Oh, boy. I really, really, really hate this. Referring to another human as it and a thing. God, I can't wait to kill you too, Booker. You're just as complacent in this, you little jackass. You know what? I'm happy I had the game on hard difficulty and let you die like 60 billion times really easily.
You must be firm with the Roselle. Show them the slightest mercy, and they'll think they deserve more.
Yes, sir!
God, they're so ludicrously evil. You know, I think we should, while we're going to Hyzant for war and all that, I think we should maybe deliver a bit of bit of guillotine, some mobile guillotines to the Roselle. Be like, oh yeah, we have a shipment for the salt mines of one Sorceley End. Drop off like 50 guillotines. It needs to happen. Or we just go over there and free them right now. I wish I had the power to do that in this story. Anna gathers information at Wolfort Harbor and hears rumors of illicit dealings. I mean, both Sorceley and, quite honestly, so much, all of the higher-ups in Hyzant seem incredibly morally bankrupt, so... I'm just happy to be able to kill one.
I see. So there is an illicit salt trade held outside the auspices of the Norzelia Consortium.
In this business, you cannot avoid rumors even if you try. They say sneaking under the Consortium's nose is well worth the risk, but I am not so bold.
And who is behind all this?
I wish I could say.
I am not asking you to tell me for free.
How generous of you. It's but a rumor, of course, but they say none other than Minister End in Hyzant is pulling the strings. And some free advice for you, my friend? You'd do well not to get involved.
Why?
I'm afraid that will cost a separate fee. Why, thank you.
I mean, unfortunately, killing as much nobility as we can isn't going to deal with the problem of the Roselle, but, we really just gotta get over there and stamp out that systemic racism. But the guillotines will help. And killing Sorceley probably will not do bad. You know, there's no harm in it. Frederica voices her doubts to Serenoa. Alright, let's go. It, like... The way that they're portraying the Roselle, like... God, it almost feels like they're going super far just for the sake of going super far. Like, they're making Hyzant seem so incredibly awful. They are, like, the worst. Even after all of the stuff Esfrost has done, I see the shit that Hyzant's doing, and I'm like, these... God, one of these is worse than the other. Maybe I should have sided with Esfrost.
Do you have a moment? I was hoping to talk to you about our marriage.
Ooh.
Now that Glenbrook has been brought to ruin by Esfrost, is there any meaning to our union? My brother may have been planning this from the start. And yet I came to Wolfort with the intent of marrying you, completely unaware of it. It's always like this. Nothing ever goes as I would wish it. The course of my life has always been at the mercy of others.
As has mine. Almost nothing happens the way I thought it would.
But you have a home. Somewhere you can return to someday. You are surrounded by people who care about you.
As do you, as a member of House Wolfort. Your place is with us now.
Serenoa.
And though this may sound pretentious, this is a time for you to think about your future and what you must do, Frederica. Just as I am.
I suppose you are right. What must I do?
Here you are. Master Benedict has been searching for you both.
Understood. Let him know we will return at once.
I have a hard time caring about Frederica and Serenoa's relationship.
You said we received a delivery from Minister Sorsley.
Just because it doesn't really feel... I mean, it's an arranged political marriage, and it definitely feels like that in-game, which, you know, makes sense, because that's what it is. They're not really setting them up as this couple that's in love. It is really just a thing of, like, you know, political marriage, and now that it's happened, they're kind of stuck with it, I guess. I don't think they, you know, hate each other or anything, but they don't feel particularly attached. But I don't know. We don't really get a lot of scenes with them together. The most, like, setting them up as a couple thing that I can think of is the one where Frederica wants to make Serenoa a meal or whatever, and that's like the only thing, and even that wasn't much.
Yes, mostly food and materials, plus a considerable amount of coin.
That is quite kind of him.
House End is a wealthy one, even by Hyzant's standards. This would barely put a dent in their coffers. We have distributed the resources as needed. We've even managed to restock our reserves.
Cool, now we can go stab them in the back.
Wish I could be happy for the help, but I can't say I am.
Agreed. Relying on them comes at a price. They will be looking for recompense.
I believe that to be their true aim.
But this is the path we chose to walk together.
Yeah. I'm not feeling as good about that path now. That we're really seeing the dirty, filthy, shitty side of Hyzant and all of its awfulness.
Indeed. And as long as we stay the course, the winds of favor will someday be at our backs.
A missive from Minister Sorsley has arrived.
I see he wastes no time. What absurd request could he possibly have in store for us?
Nothing good, that's for sure.
Does he want us to backstab Exham? I kind of thought that's where the next decision was heading, side with Sorsley or Exham. Yeah, it appears that we do have a decision coming up. Yeah, well, like I said, there's really not a lot of winning here, but I don't know, I kind of really hate Sorsley, so they're both horrible, awful people, but there's no real winning option here. I'm sure S-Frost could have potentially been just as bad if I had went down that route, but boy am I having a bit of the, not buyer's remorse, but you know, I'm regretting my decision. Is there anything I can do here, really? Anything interesting? No. And there's no more mock battles, right, Hasabara? I did that last time. Yep. Or wait, what was that? Oh. Wait, why does it have a check instead of a crown? Oh, is it because I didn't do the... Huh, yeah, it has a check instead of a crown. So I just killed all the enemies. I didn't actually take the boat, right? Does that get me a check instead of a crown? Weird. I don't know, maybe I'll do that one again sometime to figure out what that means. Hey, because I didn't technically do what the objective said. I was just like, I'm just gonna kill all the enemies, and I did. Maybe I took too long? Maybe it's based off of turns too? Like how many turns did it take you, and maybe that took me too many turns? I don't know. You got anything interesting? Eagle-eyed Elder? Ooh, we got new things to read. Beautiful Bandit. Okay. Don't know who that is. I doubt it's Travis and Trish. Okay, let's read this. War Chronicle information. Alright, where is it? Is it in information? No, because I've read all of these. Was it really in... Oh, wow. Okay, I guess it is over here. Yeah, the Royalists and the 3 high houses. I thought it would be in... I thought it was in information. No, okay, I'm getting them mixed up. Information is when I learn something from talking to people and I can read the entry for it. Notes is this stuff. There are many aristocratic houses beneath the royal family of Glenbrook, and the kingdom itself has a very complex political system where customs and rights intertwine. Government is split into sections, and the Royalists, aristocrats trained from a young age, are each in charge of their own field. Needless to say, each similarly has their own interests. Yeah. People satirize them in response, claiming that the Royalists talk all day but never decide a thing for only money matters among them. King Ragnar attempted to reform the system after the Salt Iron War. He first split the Wolfort clan 3 ways and placed each house in charge of protecting 3 strategic locations. He appointed the clan lord Simon as lord of the Wolfort domain. He then elected the adept Landroy Fox, who fought at Simon's side during the war, as lord of the bountiful southern lands. Finally, advisor Gord Tellior was put in charge of the northern reservoir. Thus the 3 high houses were established. King Ragnar hoped to bring the Royalists under control by creating a rivaling force that already had merit to their name. It was also rumored that the king divided the elite Wolfort clan to diminish their might. His plan succeeded, but only in part. The 3 high houses gained almost as great popularity as the royal family itself, and the influence of the Royalists was suppressed. However, because the kingdom focuses on old customs and Lord Simon prefers to dedicate himself to his house rather than vie for more power, the Royalists can still continue to spearhead Glenbrook's politics. So yeah, it didn't happen how you thought it was going to... It didn't work out how you thought it was going to work out. Okay, there's a new one up there. Those who heal the ailing. Those who aid the injured and ill can be roughly divided into 3 categories. Apothecaries prescribe a variety of medication, physicians rely upon medicine and surgery, and healers utilize magic to cure their patients. It's critical that those in need get the proper treatment based on their symptoms. Each practice has its own merits, though some nations and people are known to have a preference. For example, the Kingdom of Glenbrook employs mostly physicians, and those in poverty-stricken areas tend to rely more on apothecaries. All 3 are comprehensively studied at Hyzant's Ministry of Medicine, as they said that new medications and healing arts are discovered there every day. I do like the idea of, like, apothecaries and chemists being the healers. Octopath Traveler did that. I liked that unit, that character in Octopath Traveler. He was like a traveling chemist. There are no detailed records remaining regarding the ancestors of Glenbrook's famed house Wolfort. According to legend, a single hawk led a traveling warrior to a mountainous area northeast of the kingdom where the small tribes of Fox and Tellior resided. The warrior, a distant ancestor of Wolfort, then began to unite the tribes as a house under his leadership. As a result, he was able to maintain his clan's independence despite being in the middle of the 3 nations. His small but elite forces famed throughout the land. Simon, lord of the clan during the Salt Iron War, held great influence on the battlefield and helped King Ragnar lead the war to its end. At the end of the war, he made a pact with the king and his house became sword and shield of the crown. The clan was split into 3, Wolfort, Tellior, and Fox, and each was given their own domain to govern. Despite Simon being his vassal, King Ragnar holds House Wolfort in special regard and treats the lord with heartfelt respect as both a friend and fellow warrior. The hawk upon the Wolfort coat of arms represents the house's pride and fearlessness, and pays tribute to the hawk that led their ancestors to Wolfort. Okay, so that's interesting. So, I was talking about how, making us go fight Fox was really, really messed up because they were our allies, but they're also straight up our ancestors. We all used to be the same, which is what the previous note mentioned as well. Loyalist in 3 high houses, History Glenbrook. So that's the, yeah, that's the one I read. Where's that other one I got? What was the other one I got? Because I got 4. The Hawk of Wolfort. Those who aid healing. Development of the Norzelia Consortium. Eternal Norzelia. History of Glenbrook. Yeah, I could have sworn I had 4. Did I read 4? Those who ailing, Hall of Wolfort. I read these 3. So one of these I haven't read. I was pretty sure I got 4. I wish it showed me the ones I recently got. Damn. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. Unless it was one of the marvels of Norzelia. And I'm not gonna waste people's times. If I missed one, comments will tell me. So let's go ahead and get out of here. And we can read it some other time. I was pretty sure I bought 4, I just don't remember what the last one was. Serenoa and the others gather to discuss their response to a certain minister's request. Minister Sorsley. Alright, let's see what the decision we're going to make is today.
Yet another problem has arisen, as we anticipated. I would like to ask everyone what they think. Benedict, if you would.
Yes, my lord. We have just received a request from Minister Sorsley. We are to deliver his cargo to Esfrost.
Cargo?
A load of salt that bypasses the consortium.
He is asking us to be an accomplice to his illegal dealings.
It is as Minister Exham suspected. Minister Sorsley truly is abusing his station.
The nerve of him, asking the Honorable House Wolford to do such a filthy job. No way we'd agree to that.
But consider this. Agreeing would secure us proof of his unlawful business.
Are you suggesting we report him to Hyzant?
I am saying it is an option.
Okay, Benedict's taking the other way. I thought it was just going to be choose Exham or Sorsley, but this seems different.
You got a point. We have a duty to speak up when something's not right. That's the honorable thing to do.
We might even earn the Holy One's trust.
If we rely on Minister Exham, would he speak to the Holy One for us?
I don't really want to earn the Holy One's trust, but it probably wouldn't be the worst thing in the world.
He tried to expose Sorsley's wrongdoings. Have you all forgotten? Minister Sorsley is one of Hyzant's Saintly Seven. His connections run far deeper than ours. We must tread carefully.
Then we need solid evidence to convict him. I should think the salt he wishes us to transport would suffice. But we are the only ones that know it. And it is indistinguishable from the salt that is legally distributed. Far from the solid evidence we need.
Regrettably so.
One false move and we lose both Minister Sorsley's support and Hyzant's trust. Without proof, we have no choice but to go to Esfrost.
If only we had evidence of his misdeeds.
Is that something I could have gotten earlier?
It comes as no surprise to see our opinions differ. But a decision must be made. To report Minister Sorsley's illegal dealings to Hyzant, or become a silent accomplice. Bring the scales. It is time to make our choice.
How am I gonna get proof, though? I don't like the fact that everybody's like, well, we don't have proof. Like, what am I supposed to do if I don't have proof? Was there a way I could get it? Is there someone I can talk to in town that will mysteriously give me proof? Or mention a way that I might be able to get proof? I don't know, it seems... I want to do the route where we expose Sorsley, but it also doesn't seem super viable at the moment. Managed to survive the battle, but the situation around us grows ever more complex. The decision before us now will greatly sway the course of our future. I must be firm in my convictions. So, travel to Hyzant and report to the illegal salt shipments. Transport the illegal salt to the duchy at House Inn's behest. Man, Roland's new art looks so cool. Anna's never decided. You're never decided. I can't leave and go talk about things. Alright, well. Are you heading out? Yeah, please. Is there anything interesting out here? Can actually go out here and talk to people. I don't think I did this last time because I tried just walking into the door and it wouldn't let me leave. So I think I just did the vote without coming out here when I possibly could have. Anybody to rob? Sorry, subjects, but I need stuff. And you guys have stuff. So, nope, there's nothing in here actually. Yeah, maybe the town hasn't restocked with stuff, but I can talk to people to get information. No easy feat ferrying all the Minister Sorsley's provisions. It just goes to show how deep the pockets of the Saintly Seven are. Never thought their generosity would extend beyond Hyzant, though. To say I'm impressed would be an understatement. Saintly Seven are highly revered. Sorry, hiccup. Claims of any illicit dealings would no doubt be met with skepticism. That's one thing to note. So if we just go there without evidence and say, hey, he's doing a bad thing, we're just going to get tossed out and look like idiots. Not notes, information. Yeah. Saintly 7 govern all aspects of life, led by the Hierophant. Each ground soul is a great space, is beloved by the people, is represented as faithful. So I have teachings are taken into effect, and the Hierophant's order is seen as direct commands from the goddess herself. Those who defy such commands are punished with equal severity, regardless of status. So, Sorcerer would totally get in trouble if we went there with proper evidence. There's no way he would be able to worm his way out of it, because it says regardless of status. So, that is something to keep in mind. Ministry of Medicine, here we go. Goddess teaching is royalty or religious class of the who are headed by the Hierophant. All believers are treated fairly. Archives. Okay, so that's... We don't have as much about Hyzant as we do Esfrost. Which makes sense. I'm happy that the provisions Minister Sorcerer sent are being met with joy by the people. Is there anything you'd like me to relay to him? Nothing impossible to amass such riches under Hyzant's system of equality. I do hope Minister Sorcerer is not giving more than he can afford. That's not it at all. Thanks to him, we can rebuild our town. Please tell him that we will not forget his generosity. Before that, there's something I would know. What do you think of Minister Sorcerer as his vassal? He is one of the Saintly 7 and a greater liege than I deserve. I think his benevolent character should be apparent after all the aid he has bestowed upon Wolfort. He's also a man committed to righteousness and will not tolerate any semblance of injustice or betrayal. Wow, you are paid to say this. You are the same, are you not? But of course. Warning, no doubt. Perhaps Mr. Sorcerer is not so generous as others make him out to be after all. Or you were being sarcastic. Yeah, you were like, if I say something against him, I will die. But, yeah. Okay. Interesting. Hey, you a debt of gratitude for these provisions. Look like I'll be able to push on a little longer. One of the soldiers told me you're the reason we have food now. Thank you so much, Lord Serenoa. You're welcome. Glad I could help. Nothing going on in here. I see no shiny. Yeah, so the areas don't restock with items, unfortunately. I do have money, so I could buy some stuff from this person, maybe. Unfortunately, their prices don't go down. It said, like, last time they have, like, rare items or something, right? Yeah, because you sell, like, ranged firestones and stuff. Oil jug. Slit spice. Someone mentioned I should use these a bit more as well, and I want to, it just, I don't know, it feels like there's never a good time to do so. I don't know. We're on the easier difficulty now, so I won't need to futz about this stuff as much. Yeah, you don't really have anything I super care about. Sorry. That's another reason why I'm, like, less interested in Picoletto, because one of her abilities makes, you know, attack items more useful, and I don't have the money for attack items, much less use them. Just the ones I get for free. Sir Maxwell joined our army the moment we got news of Prince Roland's death. Timing is too convenient. I can't help but feel like there's something else going on here. Please say no more. I would be loath to lie to my own soldiers. All we do for Wolfort. I ask you keep observations like these to yourself. This is proof of his resolve, one which I will support with all my might. Understood, sir. He is doing this for the sake of Wolfort and Glenbrook both, then. I admire his resolve and will continue to serve as dutifully as always. All the other soldiers feel the same. You needn't worry about a thing, Lord Serenoa. Thank you. Could not have gotten this far without all of you. Yeah, so I didn't actually say it, but I got my point across. May be able to procure goods and reopen my shop sooner than I thought, thanks to Hyzant's generous provisions. Yeah. My child would oft go to bed with an empty belly and tearful eyes, but no more. You have no idea how grateful I am for that. I see that item over there. Hello. So, maybe I just missed that before, or there is stuff here? I don't know. I'm gonna check all the houses and everything still. Mom said it's thanks to you that we can eat again, so thank you. You're welcome. What was that? Was that a prompt? I don't see anything. Let's just go in the door. It might have just been this. Anything to steal? I know my people are so happy about having food and everything, and I'm like, what can I steal? What can I steal? But I need it, damn it. Oop. Red anklet. Another accessory? I'm kind of shocked how few accessories you get in this game. Increases strength and magic attack for 3 turns when you defeat an enemy. Oh, that's amazing. Oh my god. That's so good. That's really, really powerful. Well then, Frederica or Anna? It would be good on both of you, I feel. Let's give it to you, Frederica. That's incredibly powerful. That is such a good passive ability to have. Oh my god. Okay. Really, really cool. I'm glad I just found that laying on the ground over here. I like the ones that have like unique effects like that too. I always prefer those kinds of accessories in these games rather than just, you know, +1 strength is boring. It's not exciting, but like, you know, something like this that's like, you know, circumstantial and niche and everything. I like that. It's fun. It's, God. That's something in my throat, jeez. It's fun and interesting because you can build for different things rather than just have your accessories be like, you get a better stat. Anything else? Well, I'm glad I decided to search around here. I am bummed because I don't think I searched, you know, town the last time. I thought it would tell me if I could leave. But you have to actually talk to the, like, little character to let them give you permission to go outside. Even though I'm the damn lord, I should be able to go outside if I want. Grateful as anyone for Hyzen's provisions, but I can't imagine anyone giving so much without expecting anything in return. Yeah, oh yeah, don't worry, we gonna give them something in return. Possibly, if I can convince people. Okay, I think that's it. I do believe that is it. Do another quick once-over. I didn't really get any information out of you guys. I got one thing about Hyzant, about how I probably shouldn't mess with the Saintly Seven. And, that's about all we got going for us. But I'm gonna be messing with one of the Saintly Seven, no matter what I do, so... I think I want to travel to Hyzant and report the illegal salt shipments, personally. But I want to see what my people with me have to say.
We must.
Oops, sorry.
We must decide.
Minister Sorcerer is involved with trafficking illegal salt. It would be in our best interest to expose him before we get further involved. We may not escape entirely unscathed, but it must be done. Yeah. Eredor?
Aye, lad.
Can't even imagine a proud and honorable house like ours committing a crime. We've got to... Sorry, I keep pressing B to try and fast forward their dialogue, but... We gotta go to Hyzant and report that no-good minister. Okay. And Huet. Or no, not Huet. Frederica.
Serenoa.
Cannot overlook Minister Sorceley's black market dealings, let alone be party to them. I know that it means that even more will have to go without salt in the duchy, but still... Whoop. Damn it.
Serenoa.
We'll have to go without salt in the duchy, but still, I believe we should go to Hyzant and bring these crimes to light. I mean, I feel like me transporting the illegal salt is just going to get me absolutely shit on by Hyzant at some point, right? Like, I feel for the people that can't get salt. But I also don't really want to side with Sorceley, because he's a massive piece of shit. But then again, so is the X-Sam, and all the people that are higher-ups in Hyzant. I don't know, I feel like I'm like constantly flip-flopping. First I was like, screw S-Frost, and now I'm like, screw Hyzant. But it's hard. This is probably what they intend. And I mean, Sorceley's really, really helping me out here by sending me all this stuff, even though it's like blood money, basically. And the people in S-Frost can get the salt at least, but wait. It said the people in S-Frost won't be able to get the salt, but S-Frost has access to the mines. They have a giant, well, they never actually said it was salt, did they? I don't think we ever actually know what the big fine Dragan got. I'm just assuming it's salt. It's hard. It's a hard decision. What do you got to say?
Serenoa.
We have nothing to prove Minister Sorsley's dealings illegal, nor would I want to put our relationship with the Holy State at stake. Right now, we need allies more than ever, leaving us no choice but to do Minister Sorsley's bidding. Kinda right. God, your new design's so cool. Okay, and who else agrees? Gila?
What do you need?
Saintly Seven have tremendous power in Hyzant, and Minister Sorsley is no exception. Reporting his crimes comes with no small measure of danger. We must make our decision carefully. Yeah, and we don't even really have good proof. Besides, like, the salt, which someone already mentioned, it's like, we can't tell that salt different from illegal salt. So, we're just gonna walk up, accuse one of the most powerful people in the country of doing something, and they're gonna be like, well, where's your proof? And we're gonna be like, well, we don't really have any, but... As Prince Roland said, we should take this salt to Esfrost. Accusing Minister Sorsley without evidence would do us no good. I kind of agree with them. It sucks. I really don't want to work with Sorsley, but we have no evidence. And I don't really want to make a crazy decision based off of the fact that we may find evidence on the way there. I don't know, that's risky. I also don't really want to be in the favor of the Hierophant. I mean, we're working with Sorsley now, but we can always stab him in the back later, right? Keep your friends close and your enemies closer. Like I said, both of these decisions are shit, so I'm just gonna pick one. I'm going to transfer the illegal salt, because I feel like going there and trying to make a case against one of the most powerful people in the kingdom with no real evidence is kind of a recipe for disaster. So I'm gonna go with Roland, Gila, and Huet on this one. Sorry, Eridor.
Serenoa.
And Frederica and Benedict, I guess. Okay, I believe we should go to Hyzant to bring these crimes to light. We should transport the salt to the duchy at House Inn's behest. Please, Serenoa, I know why you were opposed to exposing Minister Sorsley's... I must know why you're, against it. So, right now, House Wolfert stands alone. We are in sore need of House Inn's support. There's a time and place for everything, and now is not the time to bring Minister Sorsley to justice. Minister Sorsley is one of the Saintly Seven. Proving him guilty would be a struggle even with evidence, of which we have none. Yes.
Surely.
Indeed. Minister Sorsley's work has greatly benefited the Hierophant for many years. He must have great influence in the Holy State. If we went to them now, desperate as we are and lacking proof, there's a chance they would not believe us. Might we speak a little longer?
In that case...
I admit I am more than curious as to why you would make us an accomplice to Minister Sorsley's illicit dealings. Relations with Esfrost are strained enough as is, and I would rather not make any more enemies if we can avoid it. I wish to know Esfrost's true intentions. We might glean something new if we go there. Relations with Esfrost are strained enough. I don't feel like either of these are super great. I wish to know Esfrost's true intentions. We might glean something new if we go there. Let's go with that one. I too would like to know what they're scheming. But our destination is enemy territory and our recipient unknown. I fear there's just too much at stake. I mean, yeah, both of these options are shit. This is what I'm talking about. Neither of these is good. Let's return to our own councils, Frederica. I understand your feelings as I hope you understand mine. Yeah, no, I don't think I convinced you. The first one was definitely good. I got you there, but the other part, eh.
We must decide.
Minister Sorsley is involved with trafficking illegal salt. May not escape unscathed, but it needs to be done. Seems you believe we should follow Minister Sorsley's orders. There's no guarantee we will succeed in exposing Sorsley, and should we fail, we would make enemies of both House End and the Holy State itself. Regardless of his motives, we owe him a debt. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. No. There's no guarantee we will succeed in exposing Sorsley. The odds of appealing to those in power in another nation succeeding are certainly not in our favor. We have enough enemies as it is. It would be wise for us not to earn ourselves any more. There's still time, Benedict. I would like to continue our discussion.
Certainly not.
Very well, my lord. Is it safe to assume that you think exposing Minister Sorsley's crimes to be a reckless course of action? Shaking Hyzant's faith in one of the Saintly Seven will be nigh impossible. Mr. Sorsley is no fool. I doubt he'd blindly trust us to carry out such an important deal. It is. We haven't sufficient information to take action. I think so, yeah. Do we have a clue? I think it's too early for us to give up the fight just yet. You made your position clear, Benedict. I only ask that you keep my words in mind. Of course, my lord. Allow me a moment to make my decision. What clue? Basically, the only clue is that, yeah, we know that it's illegal salt, but that's all I'm saying. I don't want to. I don't know. I feel like they're leaving both of these options potentially vague as to how horrible it could go, and I'm sure both of them go horrible in some way. So, I probably shouldn't be sitting here posturing and thinking about it as much as I am.
Aye, lad.
Can't even imagine a proud and honorable house like ours committing a crime. Gotta go to Hyzant and report that no-good minister. I mean, honor, pride, I don't really give a shit about that, to be honest. Eridor, sorry, he's barking up the wrong tree here. You're actually considering doing his dirty work? Why? House End has given us money and precisions. No, screw that. Minister Sorsley is no fool. He is no doubt wary of our betrayal. Guessing that. Can't deny that. It's a grave crime he's committing after all. Serving to his booker is also nothing to sneeze at. If we're not careful, it could be our heads on the chopping block. Wish us not to be part of these crimes if we can avoid it, but these things are not so simple, I'm afraid.
Consider this.
Sure, you thought long and hard about it, but still, just thinking about dirtying our hands like that makes me sick to my stomach. If our accusations fall on deaf ears, we make an enemy of both House End and the Holy State. The risk is far too great. Let's do this to see House Wolfert survive. Please, Eridor, I ask you bear this burden with us. If our accusations fall on deaf ears, we make an enemy of Great House End and the Holy State. The risk is far too great. I mean, I feel like Eridor would respond better to me, like, begging him and saying this is just for House Wolfert to survive, but I also feel like begging him to commit a crime is something he's not going to like. I'm going to go with this one, even though this feels like the same thing I've been telling everybody, and this feels like it would work better on, like, Anna and Benedict. Leave House Wolfert all in this lonesome. Troubling thought indeed. I understand that I do, but still it's just so damn difficult to accept. Need more time to think on it. This won't be an easy decision either way. Yeah, I could see this going either way, and honestly, whichever way it goes, I could go for either one. I'm picking one, but I could go for either one.
Lord Serenoa.
Reporting illicit salt or reporting Minister Sorsley. Poor options both. I wish we had the option of taking neither path. I leave the decision in your hands, Lord Serenoa. We should transport the salt to the duchy. They will listen, at the very least. So you believe it better to do Mr. Sorsley's bidding? Might I ask why? I would do whatever it takes to defend my domain, legal or not, and am prepared to face the consequences should we be caught. There's no harm in gaining Minister Sorsley's trust, regardless of what unfolds in the future. If we know the way House End's illicit options work, we may figure out a way to get the upper hand. Yeah, I think that. The top one. This one feels like something... Let's face the consequences should we get caught. I would do whatever it takes to defend my domain. I'm gonna go with this top one. Let's see. It'll be easier to find the cracks in their defenses from the inside. It may even give us an opportunity to strike.
Yes?
If that is our aim, I think it is well worth the risk. Is there anything else you wish to know? There is. I cannot help wondering if being party to these acts would sully the Wolfort name. House's honor is trivial at best. You needn't pay it any mind. Oof, that's rough. Right now, we must do everything in our power to keep our people alive and House standing. So long as we do, there will be a chance to reclaim our honor. Words of outsiders likely mean little against the Saintly Seven. If we bring charges against Minister Sorsley, he may just lay all the blame at our feet. I'm gonna go with this one.
Certainly.
The Saints hold tremendous influence in Hyzant. It certainly won't be easy to prove one of them guilty. On the contrary, they might use their position and power to indict us instead. An undesirable situation indeed, and one I would rather not find ourselves in. Thank you, Lord Serenoa. I see now where you stand. Anna has been moved by your words. Hell yeah. Okay, cool. So, I think we may have gotten it. Well, it says I don't know. We'll find out. I think we're gonna commence the vote now. Yeah, that one was really like a both of these roads suck vote.
It is time to cast our votes. Do we follow Sorsley's orders and smuggle salt across our borders, or do we take another path? Approach the scales of conviction with your token at the ready.
Alright, who's getting voted off the island? Who has the immunity idol?
Forgive me, my lord.
You wish to sway me, you must leave me with no room for doubt. Neither of these options left, like,
Even
no room
still.
for doubt. I'm sorry, Serenoa, please understand. Both of these options suck. Well, I know what you're voting for. Anna?
I agree.
You have my support, Lord Serenoa. Hell yeah! I don't think I convinced Eridor, so this is fine. Cool.
Just can't see it your way.
Sorry, but I just can't let House Wolford go down this path without a fight. It's okay, Eridor, I understand. Like I said, both sides are shit.
The scales of conviction will illuminate the path we've chosen.
Alright. We're gonna become smugglers. Let's do it. Yep. Alright. So I wonder... I do want to see stats of this, like, on first playthrough, maybe, for people. What options people chose the most, what were the most popular options, you know? That's always an interesting thing to see with games with very important choices like these.
The way forward is decided. We have no choice but to follow Sorslay's demands and bring the salt to Esfrost.
Alright. My convictions have been strengthened towards crime, when necessary. Alright.
We have chosen our path.
Let's transport some salt, people!
We shall do as Minister Sorsley asks and deliver the salt to Esfrost.
Now that we have a heading, we need only move forward. Let us make haste.
Indeed. No matter how perilous the road ahead may be, we must not falter.
Anna, begin the preparations.
As you wish.
Thank you for being a swing vote, Anna. Appreciate it. Dwindling Light completed. So was there, like, not even a battle in that chapter? I'm guessing that was just, like, you know, like, what, part 1 of the chapter or something? Fate and Flames, we can save over that one. I usually end off on this screen, but we have a few more minutes left. Let's keep going for maybe the intro cutscene here.
No good deed is the product of selflessness, and Minister Sorslay's intervention on the Wolfort's behalf is no exception. In exchange for their livelihoods, Serenoa and his entourage must transport Sorslay's illicit salt across their borders.
I mean, I feel bad about where the salt comes from, but all of it comes from the source at the moment, so it's all coming from a shitty place. But I don't really care that we're undermining the Consortium that much, since we found out before that the Consortium seems to be in Hyzant's pocket anyway. So I am suspect of how much help the Consortium is actually doing. You know, like, you know, if we're selling it under the table, whatever.
With
Problem is
no
where it comes
pride
from.
left to bolster them, they have little choice but to obey. Preparations for the journey are a somber affair.
Chapter 9, Part 2, March of the Smugglers. Oh god. They really want me to feel bad about this, huh?
The cart's ready, my lord.
As are the disguises. None will suspect us to be aught but common merchants.
Good. Then let us prepare for our departure.
Just look at what we've been reduced to. Skullduggery and deceit.
Hey, skullduggery and deceit isn't all bad.
Whatever honor we had is losing its luster by the day.
Honor's overrated anyway. Sorry, Eridor. Lord of the Stair. If I could give you that title, I would. Ooh, a new character story. Cordelia reflects on her duties as queen. Serenoa and his retinue, realizing they must bow their heads to survive, accept Sorsley's request to transport illicit salt. Yeah, I mean... yeah, I just don't see it going well if we went to here. I mean, I doubt there's game over states in this game. Like, we'd probably make it out either way, but... I'm trying to make these decisions based off of what I would choose. Not to say that's always the best option, but... Single man survived the battle at the Citadel of the Sands, but who is he? I want to add old man to my ranks. Old man will be super cool. Can you be my monk? Yeah, I've seen you. Yeah, you're the one that runs the sundry shop, actually. That is right.
Got you right in my sights.
Oh? 30 years ago, during the Salt Iron War outside the Citadel of the Sands.
Lie.
Ah, you're an archer.
There are too many of them, Minister Archibald.
Ah, so you fought with Hyzant.
And flee we must. I'll hold him here, but you lot, retreat!
Wow.
Minister Archibald!
None of them even tried to parry.
No, this cannot be how it ends. My lungs yet draw breath. My heart yet beats. This place shall not be my grave.
Where'd that arrow go? I heard somebody die. Was it a signal flare or something?
So the cycle of war and chaos begins anew. And once again, I must take up my bow.
Oh my god, you're so cool. Already, I'm into you. Oh, you're so cool. You're so cool. I like when games have, like, older units like this. Because it's not often it happens.
Fight from afar. And I like what I see. Almost reminds me of myself in my younger days.
You flatter me.
Still, I doubt you'll emerge victorious. Without me on your side, that is. The name's Archibald. Allow me into your ranks, and you'll see. I can match men half my age, shot for shot.
I can't take the name Archibald seriously because of ProZD's videos. If you know who ProZD is and you've watched his videos, you'll know why.
I couldn't ask one so elderly to risk his life in battle.
Oh, shut up.
This graybeard survived the Salt Iron War with naught but the bow in his back, I'll have you know. And my aim is just as sharp now as it was then. I haven't many years left, lad, and I'd like to spend them fighting for a just cause.
I was kind of hoping you were going to be a cool, like, polearm user. That would have just been so badass. But Archer's good too.
If that is what you wish, then I shall not refuse. We welcome your bow.
Archibald joined your forces. And I should check out your profile as well. I can do it at the encampment. Deals more damage to distant targets and his bow boasts increased range. Already love you. Legendary and intimidating archer. Sorry, Rudolph. Your traps are cute, but, this sounds dope. We have a longbowman, and you do more damage the further away they are. Alright, encampment, let's go. Gotta check out our new unit here. Oh boy. Okay, so, hey Archibald. Apologies for not giving you my name until now. A simple sundries merchant I may be, but I had my reasons. Elderly man who runs the sundry shop at the Wolfort encampment. He survived the Salt Iron War with only the bow on his back and has decided to lend his skills to Serenoa's cause. Even so, I can't bear to see Norzelia suffer the horrors of war much longer. When I hesitate to simulate a battle, I'll end up there anyway. This old soldier's drawn to the vanguard like a moth to flame. How can I help you is all you were gonna say. Can I upgrade you? Probably, maybe. Nope, I don't have the money actually. So increased damage. Raging winds, physical damage. Increased damage dealt during a tempest. Interesting. Can you make a tempest happen? I don't know if that was one of your abilities or not, Azana. Let's check out the roster. Was that one of your abilities? Could you make it storm? Rite of Tempest, you could. Having you and Azana on the same team could be interesting. I don't know, I like the idea of you, I just find it hard to fit you into my party. Especially now that I have Roland back. By the way, Roland does get Horsey back. Cool. And you have Knightsbane. Victim to you by spears, double thrust, rush, opportune attack. Yeah. Okay, well, let's check out your abilities at least, Archibald. Archibald, no! Deal physical damage to a single enemy, ignoring their defense. Well, damn, you would have been useful on hard mode. Huh. Since it seems like the enemies just had way more defense. Deal greater damage the further the enemy is, and deal physical damage to all enemies within range. Does that just mean around you, or... Okay, second sight, sticky arrow, and inescapable arrow. Probably can't be dodged. Okay, well you seem super cool, Archibald. I will probably give you a shot at some point, so... I think we're going to go ahead and end this episode of Triangle Strategy off here, though. I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.